so much for coming back to my channel. Why did I clap? Anyways, but thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Right now, I'm honestly gonna just do a get ready with me. Well, a quarantine get ready with me because, yeah, sister got nowhere to go since coronavirus want to ruin everything, and I'm not trying to get it and to be out. So, you know, to entertain myself right now, I'm just gonna do my makeup and chit chat with y'all. So let's get started with the video. Okay. So right now, with everything going on, it's honestly crazy. And it really does make me realize, like, and sorry since I'm looking this way, I'm looking at my mirror, but yeah, anyways. It's just honestly during this time of the virus and this pandemic, it really made me realize that we don't have control of crap. Like, some people aren't religious, spiritual, and all that. Totally understand, get it. But to me personally, it just shows like God has control over all this. We don't. Or if you want the universe, whatever. It's like we really don't have control of our lives as much as we think, you know? I know all of us really thought 2020 was going to be our dang year. And I, of course, really thought it was going to be my year because the ending of 2019, honestly, was pretty dang rough for me at the end. So I was just ready for 2020 because I was like, a new beginnings, you know? And then I'll be turning 21 this year. I was just all types of hype for it, you know? But now, you know, looking as things are happening right now, why is brightness? And it's what I'm saying. But anyways, with everything going on, it's like I was so excited for my birthday, but I'm most likely not gonna be celebrating my 21st as I expected, which I know a lot of people in general with stuff going on, we did not expect nor planned half of this crap. And we want to do so much more with our lives. But right now, it just really made me just think like I'm very grateful. It honestly just brings back like how grateful I am for the friends and family I have. And I'm telling y'all, life is too short to be doing the dumb crap that we be doing. We holding grudges and doing all this stuff, but it just makes me think like, man, by any time right now and that basically our lives could be taken from us and that, which is scary to think about. And honestly, I've always kind of been a person like, oh, you know, we're young, do whatever you want to a point and everything. But lately, it's just making me that like life is dumb short. And we need to tell our loved ones how we feel as much as we can, honestly, because it's just so depressing seeing all this stuff of people losing their families and their friends to something they never freaking imagined to even happen, you know? And it's just like, wow, I don't know. I take that, to me, it just kind of makes things so much, it is serious, to be honest, in that. And it's just like, I can't be taking life for granted and everything. And we need to tell our loved ones that we love them more. I don't know why sometimes, I know it's our pride, we might be upset with certain people or whatever the case is, but I'm telling y'all, like, life is too short to be holding grudges. And if anything, if you can't forgive somebody, why am I preaching right now? I don't know. But it's like, if you can't forgive them right now, it's understandable, but try to work towards it because they're going to be blocking your blessings. That's just kind of how I see it. And it's something I'm learning to deal with because, trust me, a girl can hold some grudges, I'll be honest. But yeah, it's just really, during this time, we need to keep checking on our loved ones. We need to keep, you know, talking to each other, communicating, because I'm telling y'all, it's like we're literally living this world like it's nothing. And it's just like blows my mind sometimes. Like, you know, after a while it just becomes a routine, waking up, doing whatever you do, and you just expect it to be happening like that. But really, at any moment, our lives can change like in an instant. And it's just heartbreaking to see the stuff that people are going through at this time. One, with all the craziness with police brutality. That's always been a thing. Well, honestly, I feel like it's just never going to stop. And it's sad to say that. And I, of course, want it to stop. But it's just realizing with that, then this pandemic going on, it's just like, man, we need to keep holding on to our loved ones and everything. And I don't care. Some people think showing emotions is weakness, which I get because I hate being open with people like that. But I'm just kind of a lovey-dovey person in general. And it's like, you gotta check up on your peeps. You gotta tell them you love them. That's the biggest thing in that, because life literally just, it's not, it can change like that. But anyways, with this pandemic, it made me just grateful for what I have in life, you know. Don't get me wrong, life sucks sometimes. I'm gonna be totally honest. And that everyone has their days, you know, and it sucks sometimes, you know, especially with this quarantine, having to stay in and not be able to go out, and then you're just thinking about all the stuff that you had planned. It depresses the crap out of you. So I'm trying not to cuss, but anyway, depresses you like crazy, because it's like, wow, I'm supposed to do like X, Y, and Z, and I can't even do it. I want to go see this person, my best friend, my boyfriend, whatever. Can't even do that like that, you know? And even going out, stuff is so much different. Like, just seeing people in masks, it's like, dang, this stuff is really serious, you know? Before, it's like you could go out and it's whatever. We were partying, we were clubbing like it was nothing. I was living my best life. I really didn't realize, like, especially in general for freshman year, I was living my dang best life. And now it's just like, looking at those videos, I'm like, why didn't I take it in more? Because, like, of course, none of us knew this was gonna happen. None of us really, none of us, I don't think, imagined this, to be honest. But then when it happened, it's like, dang, this is really happening right now. But yeah, it's just, it's a crazy time for sure. It really is. But I'm trying to make the best out of quarantine, because to think about it, you know, I complained a lot, you know, back when things were normal, you know, I complained a lot about being so busy, not catching a break, not being able to take naps, always being stressed. Don't get me wrong, stress didn't really, it slowed down, don't get me wrong, but then there's other, you know, things that came into hand as pandemics affecting a lot of people, basically, especially financially, and people are losing jobs like crazy. Heck, I couldn't even work really throughout the summer. Classes, oh my god, don't get me started about school. And classes, you know, moved online for a lot of us, and it really does suck. But I think overall, I have to keep reminding myself that we are here for a purpose, and this is, sadly, it's happening, but we're gonna get past it. Don't get me wrong, it feels like forever right now, but once we're through it, it's gonna be like, dang, I remember when, you know, I was just like, this crap is not, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, see, I lose train of thoughts, but my train of thought, wow. But yeah, it really, we have to at least make the best out of quarantine while we can. I thought it means taking some time for self-care, because I know a lot of us, especially me, was not taking the time to be doing that, you know, doing the self-care that I need. Okay, sorry, I had to do my lashes off camera. Hopefully these look right. Anyways, but yeah, as I was saying about self-care and everything, also real quick, using my dewy primer, my usual, and but yeah, I definitely have stepped up in myself doing self-care, but I could do better. I definitely could do better. And it kind of sucks sometimes, because I kind of fall into this boring routine of, which I definitely have to get out of. But, you know, since you don't have much to do, it's just social media, that's all you on, which can honestly also be just depressing to be on after a while. And so I have to take breaks sometimes, because I'm on it sometimes too dang much, and that's something I definitely want to cut back on, because shoot, it is not our whole lives and everything, and on it sometimes could do more harm than good. Yes, there's memes, there's the funny videos, love seeing that, of course, and the positive posts, but then you can see really saddening things also on social media, or people just being petty and rude, so that also can drain your energy. But yeah, but I definitely want to work out more. It's not gonna happen, we'll see. But yeah, overall, like I said, and hopefully everyone is doing okay during this time. But I feel like mental health, oh my gosh, is the biggest thing. We really need to focus on ourselves more. Because for me, for example, I am definitely a giver. Like, I feel like sometimes I put myself out there too much for other people to take advantage of, for advice, whatever the case is, and I'm not checking up on myself like I'm checking up on other people, basically, you know. And sometimes you can get sucked into that cycle of you just don't be focusing on yourself like that. Meanwhile, these people are living their lives, doing what they do, not really checking up on you, yet you're concerned about their crap at this time. And that is something I definitely have gotten better on, because in childhood I used to be stressed to the max about other people's problems and it didn't even concern me. And I feel like that's just for us in general with people. We definitely sometimes, yeah, we might love certain people and our friends and want to be there for them, but if you're not mentally okay at that time and you are suffering or maybe going through some stuff, sometimes you just can't handle other people's crap. Really can't, because it just kind of makes you even more depressed and sad, I guess, you know? And so you definitely just have to be like, I love you, I'm there for you, but I can't talk right now. When I'm in a better mental space, we can talk. And they might get upset and everything might be up, you know, or be like, I really need to talk to you. Of course, if it's something urgent, be there. But if it's stuff that is just the usual, you tired of hearing about, or just something you know is gonna mentally drain you because you just can't deal with it at that time, you have to put boundaries. I feel like in general, we definitely need to have healthy boundaries for ourselves, because if not, other people aren't gonna care, and they're not gonna be like, oh, worried about what, you know, you're doing and worried about how you are. Some, of course, there's the good ones, your good friends that do care about you like that, but there's some people don't need to be giving them that energy because they don't be giving it back, basically. So yeah, and sorry I keep reaching down. I'm trying to get my bag. Anyways. But yeah, right now I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Warm Honey. But yeah, mental health is definitely something I feel like we have to stay up on, because it's so sad. Oh my god, seeing these, like, just in general with people, and then seeing how many people are dying and passing from suicide, especially at this time, with some people are stuck with people right now, which is so sad to think about, that aren't the greatest of people, that maybe they're family members, roommates, whatever, and they can be in a very negative, toxic situation, and sadly they're stuck there because quarantine, you know. And it's just sad because it's like they're stuck there and they're around that, which can make things so much more worse, honestly. And I worry about that sometimes for people, and just people I know, because it really, wow, this is so hard to talk and do this at the same time. But anyways, some people are just like stuck and sometimes your mind can be the worst place to live in, to be honest, and it can really get to you sometimes. And it's sad because just seeing our rates of people committing suicide is crazy. That's another reason why I'm like, we need to check up on our people. Why is my concealer not blending out right? But anyways, this is another reason why I'm like, we need to check up on our people in that, because who knows, some people are battling the demons that they don't talk about, or no one ever asks about, basically, to, you know, make sure they're good. And yeah, it's just sad to think about that. Now I'm going in with, give me a minute. Alright, I'm just gonna go in with Fonce a little more. But yeah, I know I've been like literally just talking about random crap. This is just stuff that comes to mind, and so I'm sorry that I'm rambling so much right now. But I just feel like this is important topics also that people need to talk about and think about, to be honest. And yeah, mental health is a big thing, a huge thing, and honestly, that's when if you're ever feeling down and I don't even know what to say. Oh my god, just making me sad to think about. But it's just like to think about, you know, if you're ever feeling down, please talk to somebody. I know sometimes suicide, self-harm, and everything can't can't talk. It may seem like that's the way right now and the only way out, but I'm telling you, it's not. And everything, you should definitely talk to somebody, someone you know that you can trust. Heck, honestly, my DMs are always open. I'm always open to try to help people and talk to people, because yeah, life can really be tough, and especially during these times right now, these stressful times. And then we have freaking Trump as a president. Child, boo. It adds a lot of stressors. And heck, as a black woman or black man in America, another thing. So yeah, definitely, it's just my biggest thing overall. After all this preaching, you need to make sure that you're good at the end of the day, and that should always be there for your loved ones, check up on it. But the biggest thing is make sure that are you good in that. And if you're not good, do something, talk to somebody, or do something you know that's gonna get you out of that rut, you know. So yeah, but for right now, since nothing's come to my mind, we're just gonna watch me do some makeup and go from there. Oh yeah, also, one thing, just a mini rant though. The people that are arguing about wearing masks and like literally talking about their American rights and all that are annoying to me. And it's honestly dumb to me, because it's just like, bruh, just wear a dang mask. It's not that hard. And I swear, it's like, if it really bugs you that much, don't go out. That's just kind of like my answer. If it bugs you so much. Also, side note, sorry, using my Maybelline Fit Me powder again in deep Fonce. But anyways, if it bugs you that dang much to be wearing a mask and that, then just don't go out and everything. But yet people want to go party. They want to go to the beach. They want to do everything. And that, but then when it comes to when they want to go into an establishment and then someone says, sorry, you can't come in because you have to wear a freaking mask, then that's when people want to get upset. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. It's literally just wearing something over your face for a few seconds, and half the time when you're in the store or whatever, you're not even gonna be in there that long. So I'm just like, why? I'm sorry, I'm just genuinely confused to the people who are just so upset about this. Hey, y'all need to be upset about other stuff than what freaking mask right now. And it's ridiculous to me. And it's like, do you know how many people have passed away and died from this? From ignorant people like you? Okay, you don't know if you're spreading it. You don't know if you got it. And that's the crazy, scary thing also. Is this could be very, well, you could have some, oh my God. You don't have to have symptoms and you could possibly have it in that. So it's just like, out of my duty, just for other people, just to wear a mask just to protect yourself and others and that. It shouldn't be that big of a problem, but apparently to others it is. Privilege, the freaking privilege. Let's just say that. I might get, attacked for that comment, but whatever, honestly, at this point. It makes me mad because it's just like people are really getting pissed off about a simple cloth that could possibly save so many lives. And then that way also we don't have to be in this rut even longer than we have to, but here we are right now going backwards instead of forwards because people just wanted to do what they wanted to do. And I saw this meme on Instagram, was like something about doing a group project, and this is how it feels right now during a pandemic because you feel like you're doing it all by yourself. I felt that. So it's like, yeah, pretty much, because not everyone wants to cooperate and do things, And it's just my biggest thing. If you want to go out and do stuff, that's fine. Just do it in a safe manner. That's just the biggest thing, you know? But then the next moment, then I see them post, oh, I got COVID. And they're going through this whole thing. And it's just like, but these are people that aren't wearing masks, acted like, you know, was saying COVID's fake. Everyone has their own thoughts and opinions. I respect that. That's cool. Do you. But to me personally, it's real. And it's something that we definitely need to take serious, because if not, we're going to be even a bit further in the rut than we already are. So, point blank period. Okay, honey? But yeah, I guess just my thing is, overall, is as long as we work together, just highlight. Anyways, but, you know, as long as we work together and that we can just get through this faster, and that overall, because, yeah, it's just crazy how this pandemic just fully just spiraled out of control. Because when this first started, like, was becoming a talk, because I didn't even know about the coronavirus, I'll be honest, until like February and that. And I know it was talk of before that, but it wasn't in America, like US, like that, you know. It wasn't in the news as crazy, and I just didn't pay attention, to be honest, like that. So I was like, oh, you know. Then when they were talking about it, I was like, they just talking, and that's the media, because they're just trying to scare us and all that, because spring break was getting closed. So I was like, everything is gonna be Gucci, it's no problem. I was gonna go home, and then summer I had plans to do stuff, so I was like, okay, it's no problem. And then March, it just spiraled fully out of control, and I was like, excuse me, why is this happening? Like, it's just wild, because it's just like, how did we get here? Oh, this is... But once again, it just goes back to the thing of, we don't have as much control as we think. That is the biggest thing. And I think also what this pandemic, personally, I feel like is teaching us is family is important, friends is important, all of that. And that things that we think are so big aren't as big as we think it is. I don't know if that makes any sense. But like, life is short, like I said before. And a lot of things that we be stressing about and going crazy about and everything, it's so much smaller than we think. I don't know. It's so hard to explain. But yeah, you know, and we have to take life so much more seriously and do things, and also just give back blessings, give, you know, help other people out, support one another. These are not the times to be going against one another. And that's what I be seeing. And I'm just like, what is wrong with people? We need to be, especially as Blacks and African Americans in general, we need to be cooperating, just work together and be there for one another instead of scrutinizing each other and tearing each other down. Because I just don't understand the concept of that. I be seeing, you know, people's comments of stuff, and I'm just like, what was the point? I don't understand. Like, why can't we just work together, be there for one another, and keep it moving? Even if we're strangers, like, hey, it should be a mutual thing, but for a lot of people, it ain't. So, but it's also crazy to think about. I keep saying crazy, anyways, but also something to think about, in that I've been, you know, people I've talked to, friends or whatever, will be talking, just talk about how stressed we were before this pandemic was. And I feel like, low-key, don't get me wrong, there's sucky circumstances in it, but how I try to flip it and see in a positive light is, it's giving us some of us a break. Because a lot of people I talked to, they were saying how they were just so busy, how they felt like life was just going too fast. And that's kind of how I felt. I hate when you get that feeling where you just feel like you have no control, and it's just like life's just moving, but you just need a breather, basically, you know. And that's how other people were feeling too around that time, that they just needed a dang break. And so I feel like this pandemic is low-key giving us a break, because a lot of us college, especially at least I'll say for college students, you know, don't get me wrong, it sucks being online, but, you know, doing our classes online, but it also just gave us the chance to breathe, go home, take a moment, catch up on some needed rest, etc. Because I'm telling you, life, I felt like it was just going like that, and it just made me, when this pandemic happened, it's like, oh, I could take a breather. I honestly was, to be honest, when this like when I got to get out of school, all of that for a minute, I was like, don't get me wrong, it sucks, but I'm happy to be home, and I'm grateful that I can just finally have a breather in a moment to just chill. Because yeah, I feel like everyone kind of needed that. Well, for people I've talked to, of course, but in general, I feel like a lot of people were like grateful for that mini pause, you know, especially when things first, the whole outbreak just started. It was a pause. But anyways, hopefully you guys, you know, enjoy this little talking video of me just rambling about and ranting about all the things going on in the world. But overall, I just hope it does leave something, you know, for your guys' mind just to think about or just to take in, you know. That's my biggest thing. I just want to spread as much positivity as I can in that. That's the biggest thing, and that's just like my motto in life in general. I just want to spread as much positivity and, you know, speak about things that I need to speak about. So if you guys have any other topics you want me to talk about, let me know. Put it in the comment section, or just in general, if you like these talking videos and just getting to know me and whatever, comment that also. Honestly, I wasn't really going for a certain look. I was just going with it. Kind of lazy today, but I also wanted to do makeup, so hey. My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. Oh my god, never mind, sorry. But who remembers that song? Because honestly, Lip Gloss by Lil Wayne always will forever be a fave. Okay, I am done with my makeup. Honestly, this highlight, I'm very satisfied with. But soon these locks are going bye-bye. I will definitely be changing up my hair and hopefully do some natural hair tutorials for y'all. But yeah, this is the finished look. Something basic, something kind of in a grunge feel, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I rambled once again, but like I said, hopefully I left something for y'all. But yeah, comment if you have any more suggestions, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe in general. Alright, bye guys. See you guys in the next video.